Hang on a second. So, it's been a minute. Okay. We can't start the car yet. I have to do a bunch of stuff to it. But the car is completely different than the last time you saw it, because I can't even remember the last time I recorded a video. It was well over a year ago, year and a half ago. So, right now, I'm going to catch back up on the last time we were working on it to what the car is now. So, please enjoy. What is up? We're back, I guess. I don't know. I need to start making more YouTube videos, so I guess this is where we're resuming. Here's the car. It is a little different than the last time y'all saw it. I know people who like know me and stuff know how much the car has changed in the last year or so. But GoPro really won't help much. I can only record on the GoPro because this is all I have right now. I have two. One of them is charging somewhere in this area. But the car's broke. I've been fighting a intermittent misfire issue for a long time now. I've always thought it was just in the tune. I'm still crossing my fingers that it's in the tune. But I was doing a bunch of testing and I was unplugging injector wires and stuff like that, and it really wasn't changing the tone of the car. It just it made the misfire happen repeatedly instead of just every now and then like that I was having. So I'm going to pull the coil packs and the spark plugs out. I'm going to do a compression test again. The last time I did a compression test on the car was probably a year and a half ago. I put 700 miles on the car. I'm going to do a compression test again. I had 130 on all four, so hopefully that's the same. And then I'll do a leak down test to see if all my valves are good, because we were having issues with that last time. It was on the passenger side of the car on cylinder 1 and 3, so hopefully we don't have any issues there, and it's just all in the tune because the car is still going into limp mode. I haven't had a real tune yet. I'm still on the base tune. So yeah, let's hope we don't have to take the motor out again. But I hope you guys enjoy. I'm still going to be learning how to go back to the video editing because I record like 2 or 3 videos and then I disappear for like a year and a half. So I'm convincing myself that I need to make this like a hobby now, or a habit you should say. So I'm gonna get some cameras set up and we're gonna start tearing into this thing. So hope you guys enjoy. Yay. So before I start doing anything on this turd, I went out to handy dandy AutoZone and I rented a compression. I told the lady I needed a leak down tester tool, so we'll see if this is the right thing. It says a compression tester, so I had one of these at work, which it is just a normal compression tester, but we have something cool we can do. So, make sure this can do it. Can. So, see this fitting? See this line? See that little Schrader valve in there, right there? It's like the thing you have on like a bicycle pump tire. So, if we check, we'll be able to take this. This is how I dribble up. We'll be able to take this. Plug that into there. Then when this is screwed in to the spark plug hole, it holds air. So that's how we'll be able to test the leak down on the cylinders. So you can take this knob, and there's our pressure, and we'll hook it straight up to the car's, straight to the cylinder. And then I'll just put probably 100 PSI in it. We'll have to get it to top dead center. So we'll have to crank the motor over. But once we do that, we'll be able to check if the valves are holding air, if the rings are sated and all that, because I don't have blow by, so that's good. And there's not really popping out the intake. I really want to pull the radiator back out and check the timing again, but I don't really know, because I don't know if y'all can see. That is broke. It's a brand new timing cover, so I really want to pull that off and get my old ones out of the box, put them back on, keep that as just like something cool. But turbo needs rebuilt, so I'll have a video how to rebuild a GT35R pretty soon. Hoping to buy this stuff this Friday, I don't know yet, but we will see, we will see. So, since this will work, I'm going to start pulling some coil packs out, and we will go from there, working on this thing. So, wish me luck. It has all new coil packs. I just put them in probably 200 miles ago, and new plugs. Changed the oil before we went to Cars and Coffee. So, should be a breeze, I'm hoping. Cross my fingers. Probably won't be, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so I have taken the air filter off. I've unplugged all the wiring so far to the coil pack, so I have to get to those. Got the time lapse set up. But I know my catch can's full, and I know the car's running rich. But I think it's about time to rebuild the turbo, because that is nasty. And it's not really glittery, it's just, that's fuel and oil. It's not tuned right, so it's running very rich. Doesn't like to idle. You know, just all the things that are really bad for your car, but it's okay. So I'm gonna get a flashlight, and I'm going to start getting these coil packs out and spark plugs out. Alrighty, I'm recording this on my phone. I got some good news, and I got some bad news, but it's very good news compared to yesterday, because we were on day 2 of tearing this thing apart and figuring out what's going on with this issue. But I've narrowed it down. So I did a compression test, or a somewhat makeshift leak down test, you could call it, with our air compressor and the engine and stuff. And all the cylinders sounded the same with the air passing by, so I wasn't really worried on that. I was more worried about testing the compression, because I got a brand new compression gauge and it wasn't reading right. But several times, or 2 times actually, in the last probably 2.5 years, this car has had the compression tested, because I've done the timing a lot of different times on this car, 14 times to be exact, so this would be 15 if that's the issue. But the car read 130, 132-ish on all 4 cylinders. and that's correct for 8.5, 8.6 to 1 ratio on compression. So I read the compression this time with 2 different gauges to make sure that they're the same, and one side of the motor, that side, read 98 psi, both cylinders. So that already had me confused. So I was like, okay, it's reading lower, but it's on both cylinders. Me thinking it should only be on one cylinder because that's where a misfire was on cylinder 1. I unplugged it, nothing really happened. So I go to the other side, that side, driver's side, and both cylinders read 150 or 152 psi on compression. So that already has me boggled because it's more compression than what I had before, which that is not correct. There's way too much compression on one side. So I wanted to test that it was the rings were okay. So I put oil on each cylinder, and the compression ratio didn't go up at all when testing. It stayed the same, both sides, 98, 98, and 152, 152. So right now, I have to tear the motor back down, just the face of it. I'm going to buy adjustable idler pulleys. I haven't had those. I've been told by several people I need them. They said that's why I've had struggles with timing like this whole time, because I've just been... The motor has been worked on too many times by machinists, and the engine's smaller, but the belt is the same size. So we always had timing issues. So I'm going to get some parts ordered, get this video put together, and then I will hopefully see you in the next video. So, yay. It's exciting, but it's not exciting at the same time, because you gotta spend more money. But when you want some high horsepower, you gotta pay some high dollar signs. See you, ladies. Have a good one.